Welcome back to the edition of that Stay Off My Grass podcast. It's your boy Jeremiah back again to talk Laker basketball. Today the Lakers took on the Chicago Bulls and suffered a loss to the Bulls of Chicago, who they should have beat. In other news, LeBron James returned to action. I was talking to somebody right before the game started, and he tells me, he said, "Oh, LeBron's back tonight. Lakers definitely losing that one." So you ended up being right. So kudos to you on that, man. But I will say this. The Lakers could have, I think they could have played this game without LeBron. Maybe let him come back on the road trip, but I understand letting him come back for a home game. I guess he was feeling better. We got updates on his status last night, probable, then the questionable, and then he ended up coming off the bench. So it was okay seeing LeBron back. He looked completely comfortable. Didn't look like he was in too much pain. He played 30 minutes tonight, which is a lot of minutes. A lot of minutes coming off of not playing for a month, but I guess he feels good enough to play 30 minutes. And I guess we kind of needed him tonight because AD got in foul trouble. I'll get into that later. And the Lakers just did not, do what was necessary to get the win today. But let's get into the game. Leading scorer for the Lakers, you guessed it, in his return tonight, LeBron James scored 19 points. He played 30 minutes. I think he knocked down a couple of threes, but he looked pretty good. Anthony Davis was right behind him with 18, 6 for 8. He should have had way more. My bad, 15. And then Troy Brown was next with 18, 4 for 9 from three. Troy Brown looked pretty good from three tonight. Also, we saw Darvin Ham give Rui Hachimura a DNP. I think Rui should have played tonight. I definitely believed he could have did something to help us win or swing the victory, whether it's his finding his own shot or playing defense. It was that lineup that Coach Ham had out there with LeBron, Lonnie Walker, I forget whoever else is out there, and Jared Vanderbilt. And that was the lineup that just put us down and allowed the Bulls to go on a crazy run and get us down by 20 at one point. We're almost down by 20 at the half, and the Lakers cut it to 10. Ended up losing by 10 too. So Lakers ended up cutting the lead down, but it just was not enough. The Bulls were absolutely raining it down from three tonight. Zach Lavine looked crazy. DeMar DeRozan, of all people, tried to close us out, hit 2 threes back to back. Yeah, DeMar DeRozan hit 2 threes back to back. It was like they almost dared him to shoot it, and LeBron didn't really challenge his shot, so he pretty much had a free 3-pointer if he wanted to make it. Any NBA player who's been playing long enough can make that shot, I believe. But other aspects into the game tonight, Anthony Davis. Now, every time he has a good game, AD, we holding you high honor, you top sports center, whatever, you getting all your flowers. But when he has a bad game, we also let him know. It is just like it's so many highs and so many lows with AD. Is when are we gonna get a consistent performance? But that might have been it was absolutely swayed today because he got in foul trouble in that third quarter, which put him out for a considerable amount of time in that fourth. He wasn't able to come back until late. And by then, the game was kind of already out of reach, but we had to get him in there anyway. But just him being in foul trouble affected his shooting tonight. But I do also want to say, with LeBron being back and D'Lo being out, Lakers offense was very stagnant tonight. Not saying it's all on LeBron because he is a great playmaker. He can get guys open and then get guys shots when needed to. But I felt like when he got in the game, the ball got sticky. Everybody was waiting for LeBron to go one-on-one or LeBron make the best play possible. When LeBron was out, guys who normally don't contribute or score lots of points were actually score points. And I feel like that shouldn't have stopped just because LeBron is back. And actually, it should actually help those guys. Actually, we saw it tonight too when LeBron came back. We saw that AD they weren't able to double team AD, which allowed AD to get a lot of easy inside buckets, one-on-one matchups. And when you have LeBron, you have to choose. Do you want to double LeBron or do you want to double AD? And then you also got shooters who can knock down shots. Austin Reeves came back down to earth tonight, but that's okay. I don't mind. He did play a lot tonight, but it was needed. We needed him to go. But I do think, even though he had a great game last game, I do think those minutes we gave to Lonnie Walker in the middle of the game could have went to Rui Hachimura and could have did a better service. Malik Beasley, his shooting tonight will be a little bit inflated because depending on what you call garbage time, that's when he got his 3 points off. But it's good to see Malik see some shots go in the rim. That's good for his confidence as a shooter. So I'm okay with that. And it's not like too bad because we get the Bulls again. We get to really see this team go at it again, and hopefully they change their mindset and they're ready to go out there and beat the Bulls. But all that aside, the Lakers should have definitely beat the Bulls tonight, especially when the Bulls lost Vooch for getting ejected. I don't know why we didn't start killing him on the inside. Something Rui could have helped us with, especially when we can't rely on Jared Vanderbilt's offense. Love him on defense. Love him on defense. Absolutely. When he was guarding Lavine in that first half, he did a pretty good job. But that's another thing. When Jared Vanderbilt's offense is lacking, I feel like when you have Rui Hachimura out there, that kind of makes up for it because they kind of occupy the same space on offense that inside. Rui's not really a three-point shooter, but he operates on the inside. So I feel like having him with those 13, 15 minutes Lonnie got tonight, even though LeBron got the lion's share of those minutes off the bench, I feel like inserting Rui in there would have definitely helped. We lose by 10. Maybe it's not that close. I understand, though, Coach Ham wants to show Lonnie he still got faith in him. Like, he was hot last game. Want to see if Lonnie can do something today. But a lot of people say, like, Lonnie can shoot you in the game. He can shoot you out of the game. I don't really think he got enough opportunities to shoot us out of the game today. But we just need players. When you're on the floor, you have to constantly be producing. We can't have any stagnation, whether you're producing on offense, defense, or, just intangibles. When you get on the floor, you can't have, like, 0-0-0. We need everybody. We need all hands on deck, as you can see tonight. Nobody for the Lakers tonight scored over 20 points, and it was pretty obvious too. I don't understand why we look like such a bad team with LeBron back in there tonight, which is kind of crazy because the Lakers played so good and played so cohesive without him. You would think you'd add a player like LeBron in the mix and it boosts him, but I mean, we'll see. This is first game back in a month. And pretty much the new team has played together for a month without LeBron, sometimes AD, and they got their own, camaraderie to go along with it. And maybe we'll see. I'm certain LeBron's back in the starting lineup on Wednesday, and we'll see where we go from there. But I'm not too worried about this loss. Of course, the Lakers should have won, but sometimes teams just get hot and you cannot stop that. And defense isn't enough, especially if your offense isn't clicking, especially when you're trying to figure things out on the fly, and especially with a rookie head coach, it's not going to always work. So I'm not too mad at this loss. I'm not going to overreact. The Lakers are still where they want to be. They still have time to fix what they want to do. And especially with the Mavs losing and falling in the standings, we're not too worried about them, just those teams on top of us. Timberwolves and the Warriors play tonight, actually playing right now. I'm not recording this directly after the game. I'm a little bit late. But let me check the score on the game right now since we're in the midst of it. But we need teams like the Timberwolves to lose. We need it's a close game, pretty close game. So we'll see how that came out today. The Hornets, shocked everybody beating the Mavs today. And I think the Mavs are just gonna fall out of it, man. The Mavs don't got what it takes. When they traded away those pieces, I feel like they took a hit on their team. They don't get those defense, they don't get those intangible guys, and you need those on the team. But yes, as I speak right now, the Timberwolves hold a 91-89 lead over the Warriors. Hopefully the Warriors can, win that game and give us some help in the standings, unfortunately. But that's where we stand today. I think we should be fine. We got the Bulls again on Wednesday, and the teams we need to lose have games in between then and games on the days we play. So we'll have time to make up ground. It's just a matter of us winning games. We have to take care of things on our side, especially if other things, the things we can't control, don't go in our favor. So until next time, y'all, peace.